This is here the updated VW Golf GTI Clubsport, the even sportier GTI version. For you, all the details now with Thomas Nautical in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go. Here in the front, first of all, the illuminated VW logo. This new now with the Golf facelift in general. Of course, also the GTI Clubsport gets it. And usually you would have a red stripe here horizontally, but this one is equipped also with a special black package that blacks the stripe out. And also the headlamps, they are, you can see here, they're a little bit darker on the inside with this black package. And you already start with the LED Plus headlamps. So there's like a mid-trim. And optional, you can see here the IQ light. These are the matrix LED, and they also have cascading turning indicators, for example, and both in the front, also in the rear. In the lower part, the GTI Clubsport here gets a distinctive lower bumper, very sporty look with the honeycomb design and also high gloss black. Before you only had it with the Golf R, now you got high gloss black around the vehicle, and also here this lower graphic here in this arrow design. This is specific to the GTI Clubsport. The normal GTI would then look a little bit different. And let's directly take a look under the hood, because this is also one of the major differences here with the Clubsport. So a usual Golf GTI would have 265 horsepower, all front-wheel drive. This one here gets 300 horsepower from this 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine. Acceleration difference is 5.6 seconds to 1 kilometers an hour, 62 miles an hour for the GTI Clubsport. Would be 5.9 for a normal GTI, so 0.3 seconds is the Clubsport quicker actually. Also you start with bigger wheels, so usually a normal GTI starts 17-inch. This one here, the Clubsport, starts 18-inch and optional 19-inch wheels, the ones we can also see here with this open hole design, pretty spectacular. And later on you will also be able to get new 19-inch forged wheels. They are also then a little bit lighter. The Clubsport, you can see it right here, always gets also bigger brakes for even better performance, especially then of course in the front. Clubsport specific is also this wrap here that you have this, this little bit more racetrack look. GTI badge, this is basically the same here in red. It's a nice contrast to the white exterior color, and with this black package you also have the black mirror caps right here. And there will be more high gloss black, especially in the rear. This is also new. So a little bit new design elements here. For example, you can see IQ Light also adds the 3-dimensional LED in the rear. This has this layer design. And then what I said earlier here with the high gloss black in the lower part. You hear some race cars outside because we are actually in the pit area of a racetrack here in Germany. It's very interesting. And what we have here, no fake exhaust at all. This is here the Akrapovic exhaust. This is an option, and then of course you have even better sound. Wow, that looks really massive. 2 really large pipes there. What do you think? I mean, from the rear, I think is the most spectacular here the GTI Clubsport has to offer. With this Akrapovic exhaust, by the way, this is a special performance pack. Then also the top speed is unlocked. So usually it would be 250 kilometers an hour or 155 miles an hour. And that unlocked top speed would be then 267 kilometers an hour. That's 166 miles per hour. Important is, of course, always the suspension technology. Optional, you once again get the DCC. The DCC, I just repeat that because of the noise outside. Dynamic chassis control, that's the adaptive suspension. I can also show you on the interior a little bit of the settings for that. And talking about the interior, first of all, door closing sound. It's really solid, as we know from the Golf. Let's test the rear as well. It sounds different, but also really good, like that. Then inside of the doors. Here, somewhat soft touch on top parts. You can press it in somewhat, also structured. Then here, there's a new decoy element, carbon fiber. And this is actually real carbon fiber. This is new to the GTI in the offering. Also important always the door pockets. And you can see here, they are covered with felt from the inside. So when things are placed in there, they don't fly around that much. Then you have the special GTI seats with integrated head restraint. The normal GTI would come with fabric. Then the GTI Clubsport would have microfiber here. This is the optional animal skin surface, which is not as comfortable as the fabric or the microfiber. So I would rather tend to use the other ones, more animal friendly, of course, and also then more comfortable. Then here, 1.89 meters, 6'2". I still have some headroom left. This one is the closed roof. You can also order one with a panoramic roof. That's also possible. The steering wheel, special GTI sport steering wheel, up and down, in and out, manual control, and this has been, upgraded as well. Red contrast on the inside, and here in the GTI Clubsport, you also have manual buttons on the steering wheel. I would prefer that also. You know that in the Golf R it's different. Heated steering wheel. When you have the rear buttons, you don't press anything accidentally and so on. That's really good. Instruments, 10-inch instruments, digital, they have been upgraded as well. You have this new visualization, for example, so everything software-wise has been upgraded. So yeah, this looks really cool. Also here with the honeycomb structure on the GTI. Cockpit overview, pretty clean actually. Soft touch dashboard and also nice integration of the ambient lighting here. This red stripe in this case. More of the carbon fiber decal element. Middle console, yeah, high gloss black. Not my favorite for the interior though. This is the car key, also high gloss black. Then the 7-speed DSG, dual clutch transmission, has been integrated right here. Only dual clutch is available now, no manual available whatsoever. Start-stop engine button here. It has this pulsing effect that's supposed to be like a heartbeat. And in the front, you have underneath an inductive charging pad, and that is also cooled. It's really important then against overheating. Middle console here, you can open this cup holder so that the bottles are also being held tight. And then this armrest properly attached with some minor space underneath, I would say. And news here also, infotainment system. Big software update. This is now always 13-inch. You always get the bigger screen for the Golf here. Sliders are illuminated, so you can at least not only do it in the here in the screen, but also slide here left and right. And then you also have this easier main menu here, and always on the top here, this stays. This is also very good because then here on assistance systems, you can, for example, easily deactivate this EU law where you have this speed warning. And the good thing is here, you don't have to hit this also while driving. You can also just press in the middle part here, and it also activates or deactivates. So this is a major software upgrade. It's also quicker than before. You know, there were really a lot of problems with the software of the Golf. It was crashing all the time. It was super slow. So this is a very important upgrade then here also for the Golf, that finally it's better in the overview and also better as for the performance and so on. As for driving mode in DCC here, top part always stays like this. They can switch through the different driving modes. Here you also have for the Clubsport the Nürburgring mode. That is suspension soft because Nürburgring has topography changes, but everything else sporty, very interesting. And here in individual, you can, for example, set the steering wheel to more responsive, but then, for example, the DCC to soft. And there you can see that you can individually rule in which span the DCC is supposed to rule, more comfortable or more sport. So this is really cool when you have this optional adaptive suspension. Rear seats, hardback on the top part, but at least also here this fabric on the inside of the rear door. So that's good. Then the thing is, legroom-wise, when I'm driving as a tall person here, I do hit the seats in here with my knees, so there's not much legroom here left because the Golf is employing the short wheelbase here of all the siblings. The variant of the Golf has a longer wheelbase, but that's not available for the GTI. Just Golf R is available as hatch and estate. Headroom, however, does work for tall adults. That's no problem, and the seats in general are also not uncomfortable or something. And then you have this middle console here as well. These covers are not adaptive though, but you have the ski hatch that leads through the trunk. Always nice to flip the logo here. It's also the rear view camera hidden that it doesn't get dirty. And then the trunk here, normal Golf trunk, 77 centimeters in the length. And this is like 1 meter or 40 inches in the width. Oh, the inch for the length, of course. Sorry, guys. 30 inches in the length. Underneath, this is then the subwoofer here. So theoretically, a spare tire would also be possible. This one you could remove, and the seats can be folded also when you reach over there, then for the full luggage capacity right here. There we go. And also one of my favorite features with the Golf is when I close this hatch. The same goes also for the front and rear doors, and it just has a very satisfying sound when you close that rear hatch, right? And then I also don't care at all if it's electric or not. This is just cool, right? So my favorite thing here with the GTI Clubsport would usually be the microfiber seats. We did not see them today. We had them in an earlier review, actually, with the pre-facelift model. They are actually pretty cool. In the US, the Clubsport is not available. You can get the GTI or the Golf R. It would be more like a high-trim GTI, something like that, where I can like most compare it to. But this is actually very popular in Europe because it just adds a little bit more spice to the GTI even. And if you want then even more power, there will be the Golf R, and of course soon we'll also keep you updated with the facelifted Golf R here on our channel, so stay subscribed, stay tuned.